Welcome back everyone to Animal Crossing with me, Austin John Plays. I'm gonna be picking up from soon as I was done with my night with Zoe visiting the Southern Hemisphere and catching a whole bunch of amazing stuff down there. Again, I can't say it enough, thank you for the support. I hope that this series has been either helpful or informative or just entertaining to people who, you know, are stuck home right now, because that's what's up. First of all, real quick, I found flies, which basically you just fish out trash from the ocean, or rivers, or ponds, and then you just put it down, and then boom, you get flies. Great. Well, I decided to finish off this night with doing a nice random island. And once again, I got the round island lake again. So I formatted it for only ground spawns, and it turned out that the beetles that normally are on the ground, in the ground-based encounter table, can't spawn in the rain. So tarantula farming was easier than normal because all that could spawn were the wharf roaches and tarantulas. And that has me thinking for people in the Southern Hemisphere who are looking to do scorpion farming. If you find one of these rare islands and it's raining, then maybe the critters and the dung beetles can't spawn, and then it's just going to be scorpions, and then you're going to be able to catch them all really fast. Then I took another flight and I found myself on Bamboo Island, which has typically been unlucky for forcing spider spawns, but it was raining, so I wanted to try it for myself. I spent the 20 minutes, actually a little bit longer because there's a lot of trees here, formatting the island, and literally nothing spawned at all. I mean, at all. So I guess we could say that Bamboo Island can't be force spawned, especially not in the rain. Which is weird, because I have seen a tarantula normally spawn here, not, you know, farming format, but he was just here one time when I arrived. And it was already 2 AM, but I decided on one last ticket for the night. And I, once again, got the exact same small river island that I just got 2 islands ago. So I decided to fish for a little bit, and then my first catch was a tuna right off of the pier. That's pretty encouraging. And I was running around, I didn't know if we were gonna have any spawns, but then I saw the wharf roaches, and I was like, oh, well if there's wharf roaches, then there's a ground encounter table, and there's tarantulas. So I decided to occupy the higher up area. I didn't have to pick flowers, I didn't have to get rid of the tree stumps, and I just dropped everything up here. I basically did drop one from inventory for like the weeds, and I dropped one weed, so on and so forth, everything out of my inventory on the second floor. And that prevented any spawns from happening there. We couldn't get the citrus beetle on the stumps, so I didn't need to worry about that. We couldn't get the butterflies because it was raining, so I didn't need to worry about picking the flowers. And again, we got a really big boost to tarantulas. I would say we got one every 20 to 30 seconds, and very oftenly, multiple spawns at once, which is pretty neat. And I wanted to try something out here. I'm going to just, right here, put my switch to sleep, to test that in the morning if it will hold off for our current encounter table. Good morning everyone. It's another beautiful day at I'm still at that foreign island. So there was a theory that when you go to one of these islands, the time that you go in there, that encounter table is going to be locked. If that is the case, then the only thing that I should be seeing right now is wharf roaches and tarantulas, and we can finally have our answer. The findings last night of rain improving these spawns is fantastic, and I can't wait to see if it works well to promote scorpion spawns for the Southern Hemisphere. We should find a tarantula. Wow, it does work. Alright. Oh, my net broke. You can come here anytime after 7 PM, put your switch to sleep, come back anytime, and boom, tarantula spawns at that time. Isn't that right, buddy? What stuff do we have today? Isabel is going to be doing the announcements. We may have someone at our camp, which is awesome. Our bridge is done to the campsite, which I don't know if my campsite not being connected to the resident services has anything to do with the appearance rate of campers. We could build another infrastructure, which is really awesome, and we may get a traveling squatter. Maybe we get Mabel, and it'll be her 3rd visit. Also, you guys told me that she's drinking iced tea, which you call it whatever you want, that's fine. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Listen, we're all stuck at home. I don't blame you at 1:24 PM. Go for it, girl. Oh, we have a visitor staying at the campsite. Sweet. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very jealous of Patches at Zoe's island. Oh, these are all the things that I bought yesterday. Great. Okay, my inventory is full, so we're gonna work on that later. This is your 3rd time here, right? There's something I'd like to ask you today. Could I bend your ear for a bit? Sure, what's up? Oh, thank you. Wanted to ask you about a location for the store we're thinking of opening. Thanks to you, we've gained a lot of customers on the island who can't wait for me to come here peddling. So, I've been talking with my sister about opening a proper store right here on the island. So today, I came to chat with Tom Nook, and we had a great conversation. He was all like, we have some materials left over from building Nook's Cranny. All that must be done then is to select an appropriate location. Yes? Oh ho, and the perfect individual to help you find the location will be Austin John. Yep, that sounds exactly like Tom Nook, just pushing off his responsibilities onto others. Sure thing. Oh, my pockets are full. That is the creepiest doll ever. To all the naysayers who say doing this for tarantulas is broken, how do you get fish to spawn and despawn? The same thing? Mabel baby, give me your thing. Give me your campsite thing. Sure thing. Oh, I did not think about where I want this to be. Oh, what's up? What's up, antelope? You gonna show me a new thing? You're gonna react with crying. Great, thanks. You know, I thought you were so much cooler. I really did. What about right down here? Right next to Sprinkles. Huh. You know, I think I really like right here. That leaves a pathway of 2 on the right-hand side. We could still have the area behind here. Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like that there a lot. Okay. Do it up. I'm just assuming the items go back into my inventory. Nope, they're destroyed. What? Hey, I put down your thing. You owe me a lamp. Tommy, Isabel mentioned in today's broadcast, but today we have our first visitor at the campsite. Oh, all my stuff gets put in here. Cool. Oh, I love it. I love this brick bridge. And my money tree. Hi, who's in here? It's just a shaggy dog named Shep. Buongiorno. You're Italian. You're an Italian sheepdog. I get it. Are you drinking a coffee? I would like a coffee. But I feel like everyone wants me to move here. It's just this vibe, you know, like when you could tell you're going to get that part in a car commercial. You should live here. An exclusive invitation to an exclusive island for celebrities and entourages. There's just one little thing. I'd hate for it to be so exclusive that it's just me. Can you go check with, like, the VIP manager of the whole island first? Just so I know this is legit. Sure thing, leave it to me. Guten Tag, are you German or are you Italian? I'm so confused. I also picked up a new infrastructure, which is going to be a stone staircase, which I would like this path right here. Oh, and this one. Eventually, I'm gonna have to move that campsite. I mean, I could do like a nice fork off here with like a little bit of flowers and stuff, but I want it to go up right there. Yep, that's much better. Okay, go for it. So I found out this thing is called a gyroid, which is neat, I guess. I'm still gonna continue to refer to him as a cork fire hydrant, because even though that's not his species, it's still accurate of what he is. And that's paid off. Beautiful. This might be my first tree that I planted that was using the 10,000. Sure is. And I got 30,000 in return. Trash Panda, I need to talk to you. Apparently you're the one in charge of VIP. This guy needs bottle service. Our next course of action will be building a new home. Now, Austin John, since you closed the deal with our visitor, you should be the one to pick the location for a new home. Sure, leave it to me. It's with your belongings now. I now have a housing kit. Great. I guess you can't hand things over a counter. Oh, also our museum moved back. Oh, I like that. That's a beautiful entranceway. I would like to squeeze the house right back here. Is that an option? Is it a small house? Oh yeah, it's a small house. It's not like the big furnish these boys sort of house. You know what? I want to see. Let's take 93,000 bells and let's plant them. Do it. Why? Because I'm a renegade, that's why. And you will go right behind my other money tree. So in 3 days, we'll have that answer. I mean, I have seen people get more than 10,000 bells. I've also seen people plant 99,000 bells and get just 30,000 back. I'm just not crazy about the people who choose to just have one row of houses without any sort of cascading or anything. It just seems too, I don't know, too grid-like. Even though this is a grid, it's still a very flowy, moving grid, which gives it a little bit of life. Know what I mean? Well, did I find a place to build a new home? I sure did. Oh, fine news indeed. We don't want to keep our customer waiting, so I'll proceed with the construction at supersonic speed. Is it going to be done right now? We can't predict when someone will want to move here, but scrambling to secure a plot only when the need arises is much too haphazard a way of doing business. Ah yes, of course, as a part of improving infrastructure, we'll set aside plots in advance and put them up for sale. I'll have to charge a small processing fee, but if we get a buyer who moves in, I'll give you miles as a reward. Why am I buying land from him so that people can then pay him? What? How does that make any sense at all? That's not how land selling works. This isn't your land. Am I paying for the construction costs or the construction kit? Am I investing in the construction of the plot? I'm so confused here. Really need to work on my flag. Is Isabelle asleep at her desk? Pretty sure she is. Now, I did hear that to complete quote-unquote Project K and get our concert to happen, we have to have a total of 7 villagers. And right now we have 5. Dog is gonna make 6, and then I'm gonna be able to have a 7th. So that sounds like the plan. I wonder what the game's cap to the amount of villagers I can have is. So if I put it right here, I'm gonna be able to have more space on the right-hand side so that those two can have sort of like a joined garden-y area. And I think that's gonna flow really nicely. Plus, now we know we can just literally move whatever we want, whenever we want. And we have like that cascading height that matches the cliff line. Oh, beautiful. And say, for example, later in the game when I get waterscaping, if I wanted to be crazy and have a river go down this way, I totally could. I don't know how it works with going out to the ocean. Maybe it requires going out to a body of water like that. Tommy, what should I do? Word of mouth about the island will spread once more folks start living here. We need any visitors who come to plays be blown away by how wonderful our island is. By the way, a fantastic producer here on YouTube is Glitch X City, and she helped me do my theme song, or the first few notes of it, into my town theme. So shout out to Glitch X City. One of the great parts about me being able to visit Zoe's island is she had a variety of flowers that I do not have. And I actually found a really awesome chart by a Twitter page called Nukitakas. It's a Spanish or Japanese page. I have literally no idea. But anyways, there's a chart of all of the flower combinations. All 8 different types of flowers, which I didn't know that there were 8. This beautiful dark gray chart that has all of the colors on here. Future Austin is going to take care of translating all of it from whatever language it is. I think it might be Korean, actually. And then making it into English. So thanks, Future Austin. But we're just going to plant it all and grow them all. Gotta grow them all, Pokemon. Although I think it's very obvious that I have a very limited color pool here. However, I did read online that flowers can take color influence from different species of flowers. I don't know any truth to that. I'm going to have to look into that a lot more. Well, fantastic. We populated the areas up here with all these flowers, which is super nice. And then just the small random ones that I only had one color of, I just kind of planted them in with everything else. So once they grow up, I'm going to be able to do a little bit more testing as far as like the color breeding with different species, but having the color influence and stuff like that. Well, it's Saturday night and I still didn't check my mail, and it's mostly things I ordered from the Nook mileage program, but one gift from Gulliver, and it looks like Gulliver sent me Stonehenge. Then I spent way too much time downloading QR code walkways from the internet. I mean, way too much time. And then I spent even way more time making them into actual walkways. It's funny because I've always seen these walkways in my head. Like, I've always traveled these walkways in like this little plaza area, but now you can actually see them. And after it was all said and done, it only took me like 30, 45 minutes. And I gotta say, it adds so much to the aesthetic of this place. I'm also on screen going to have the pictures right now, so if you want to download these QR codes, you could totally do it. And I found a place for the Stonehenge in my Zen garden. I found that if you place a pattern at the edge of the bridge, there's a very small space to erase it, so be careful when doing this. And back to the stone pathway QR codes, I liked it so much that I decided that I was going to bring it into my Zen garden as like a nice floor for the outdoor bath. And I figured I would lay down my pixelated stepping stones under Stonehenge for even more stones on stones by my stones. I made a key change here with my walls too. I made it so I'm not actually blocked off from a space. Like the bottom left area, as well as the sides of the museum, I can't tell you how many times I vaulted across a river just to be stuck on the side of the building. I planted some new bamboo shoots to grow, and this area is now all spruced up pretty nicely. With not too much more I want to do on the island night, I decided it was time to hit some random trip islands. And the first one brought me to the Rare Fish Island. Nice, this is my second time here. There's a villager here by the name of Gigi. She looks like a purple frog with blonde hair, and I'm not a fan of her. Some people have been tweeting me about Rare Fish Island saying that they weren't able to get the sturgeon to spawn here, and I don't know. I wasn't even trying, and I got 2 in like maybe 2 to 3 minutes. If there's no fish on level 2 and level 3, then there will be a sturgeon. Simple as that. Gigi was also getting a little in the way, so I had to isolate her. We have to keep our distance nowadays, right? There's also some questions floating around online if the golden trout was a size 3 or a size 4, and tonight, I'm gonna find out. That, or I'm going to fish all of the bass out of existence. In less than 15 minutes of me fishing after I wrote that last line, I can confirm that it is a size 3. The golden trout is tied for the most expensive fish in the game at 15,000 bells, and I just cast it and got one. I've already updated my Google Sheet as well as the official wiki page on fandom. And the very last fish that I need for this month is the barrel eye, a size 2 in the ocean between 9 PM and 4 AM. 2 minutes later, my very first size 2 fish in the ocean was exactly that. It feels amazing. We are done with all of the fish for the entire month. I got back and I donated those to Blathers, then I decided to figure out every fish and bug I need for the rest of the game. And it turns out that between the North and Southern Hemisphere, I can get everything by June. Except for the ocean sunfish and the Napoleon fish in July, and the soft-shelled turtle in August. I know I could get 2 of those now in the Southern Hemisphere, but what's one more month, right? And magically, somehow it's 2 AM. It's like I enjoy doing Excel charts or something. And I'm gonna buy one more ticket and call it a night. And we get the Rare Fruit Island, and a villager here is Benita. And I'm not crazy about having a mouse on my island. I like my cheese and I don't want to have to lock it up. So just one more ticket. And it's my very, very, very familiar Circle Pond Island. And I get Rodney. I have no idea what this thing is, like its creature type, but it seems really insecure, and for some reason I just vibe with him, so I'm inviting him back. Plus, I want to see if he'll move in tomorrow to bring me to 7 residents, and I'm not too sure if that'll do that. And I'm putting my Switch to sleep. Good night. You know, I have to say, there's something that just feels inherently wrong about finding tarantulas during the day. Wrong, or just inherently Australian about it. So Rodney was still on my little island in the morning, and I don't know if he's going to move in today. Yeah, hi, we're here. Good morning, everyone. Right now, on Plays, it's 10:19 AM on Sunday. I made sure that I woke up before noon to do the Stalk Market. Let's give a big Plays welcome to Shep. Okay, so Rodney's not moving in today, we see that. I gotta say, I really love these pathways. I really love them. Aw, the Maple Sisters aren't done building their shop yet. I guess that's a tomorrow thing then. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Wow. First of all, love the desk, love the plant, love the other plant, and I kinda like the gargoyle mirror. Now let's go find this turnip person. Oh, right here. Daisy Mae. I'm helping Graham Joan out, selling her garden-grown turnips. I'm pretty sure Joan is the turnip person from the previous titles. Also, this kid really reminds me of the Snot Kid from Wind Waker. I'm here every Sunday morning selling turnips, so swing on by to see what you can get. Ah, pooey, Daisy Mae, you forgot the sales pitch. Graham told me enough times I ought to remember how this goes by now. So, do you want to hear about Sow Jones Stalk Market? Okay, you could do this. So, turnips are cute little root vegetables that are grown, pickling, or stewing. Graham always says that the stock market turnips are for selling, not eating. I always forget. Anyways, if you time things right, they can be mighty nutritious for your bank account. Should I keep explaining the explanation? Yeah, let's go ahead. Okay, now let's see then. Okay, the whole point of buying out turnips so you can turn around and sell them for a profit. Graham always says something about turning up a profit. I don't get it exactly. Anyways, you know Timmy, right? He's in the market for buying when it comes to time for you to be selling. Should I keep going? Yeah. Now, this is the real important part, so I'm going to try my best to explain carefully. You don't want to buy these turnips and keep them for too long. They'll rot after 1 week, so if you buy some from me on Sunday, you got to remember to sell them by next Sunday. Graham always says there's nothing worse than a tent full of rotten turnips, but it ain't true. Okay, that's the whole speech. They're selling for 108. 108 isn't really the best price. Just for now, I'm just gonna buy 10 turnips. Just because I definitely need turnips for ant spawns, because they're attracted to rotten turnips. And it looks like 10 turnips is bundled as one item, so that's great. So I think it stacks to 10, so 100 turnips takes up 1 inventory space. Oh! Zoe sent me a letter. The Prodigy _ Firestarter.mp3. Yesterday, I sent Zoe my seasonal goods, which are the young bamboo stuff, and today she sent me, I have a feeling I know what this is. Yep. It's literally leaves on fire. So, thanks, Zoe. That's what I get from Australia. Leaves on fire. 64,169 points, rank A. Wow, your home topped the 200,000 point mark. That's cause for celebration. Thanks, Happy Home Academy. Is this cause of my feng shui? And Nook Mileage Program, something that I purchased. Oh, I got a bronze HHA plaque. Let's go hang that on the wall. Nice. I think that's cause of my feng shui. And the item that I purchased from the PC is a lighthouse. And I have just the exact place I want to put this. I wonder if that's an item I could customize so I can make it, you know, your traditional white and red. Also, here's one of my money trees. This was a $30,000 tree from planting 10,000. Beautiful. Nobody's at our campsite today. Oh, but we have this beautiful stone staircase. By the way, that's our new rock that we got for destroying the museum rock. Now I would like to get one more staircase and put it literally right there. So I get my choice of what floor I want to go to. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. 99,000 bells, bury and hole. Part of my morning running around is now also looking for the fossil spaces, because I know that there should be exactly 3 on my island. I think Daisy Mae counts as my unique villager for the day. So I'm pretty sure... Oh! Look! It's our sheepdog's house. It looks like it's made out of straw. Sheep totally wants to live on my island. Nice. You're not gonna say goodbye or hello in another language again? I want to see my... Oh, I love my Zen garden! I love it so much. I just want to plant, like, white flowers all to the left and the right of the museum. Oh, the hot item of the day is pot. $7,000? Well, that's worth it. That's beautiful. Beautiful desk. The throwback Gothic mirror. You know what? I'm gonna pass on the Gothic mirror. Ooh, the modern Soji screen wall. Oh, look at that plank flooring. The rosewood flooring, that's baller. And this birch flooring, oh, that's so classic. So classic. I've now come to the conclusion that I cannot purchase white flowers, just yellow and red. Huh. Okay then. But it looks like my flower crossbreeding area has been busy. Pink rosebuds, nice. How did that get pink? There's no white anywhere around here. And these also look like pink rosebuds. I mean, that makes sense because I'm on top of a white, close to a red. Oh, and what about these boys? How are these pink? There's not even white roses anywhere near here. That's confusing. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe it like remembers what it was next to, and then it takes a while for it to make more? I don't even know. I'm so lost. Nursery money tree. Gotta nurse my money. I'm pretty sure you'll grow with flowers next to you, right? There's no reason you shouldn't. Yeah, now you have all 3 yellow flowers. Baller. And right outside of the new fashion store, pink rosebuds. Am I going crazy, or is this 4 fossils? Is this 5 fossils? I know I had one in my inventory, but I think this is 5 brand new fossils for the day. I thought it was capped at 3. Or is it like you're guaranteed 3 with the chance of 4? I have no idea now. There's our golden trout. Look at him right up front. He's a majestic boy. Oh, look! Look! They have a new friend! It's our night boy! He's so cute. It's also come to my attention that I've never been inside of the butterfly area during the day. Wow. Okay, I really hate that that pops in. But they're all just fluttering everywhere. Look at the big colorful rainbow one. The egregious butterfly. There's a ladybug in here too! And that koi, just brings it together. This brings me such peace. So my HHA Academy score is either based on how feng shui my room is here, or this is my dirty room. This is my storage room. It's based on this. This is everything else from my inventory. And then the busiest wallpaper I could find, which is the diner wallpaper. This is my hoarder room. And I think it's hysterical. I decided to actually give my bedroom a little bit of love and design work here. And I think that fossil rug actually adds a lot to the room. I'm a little upset you can't ever put anything at the desk. I'm sure there's maybe like a different desk that I could put like a laptop on or something. I wonder if Tommy has anything to say about our new sheepdog friend. We're getting more inquiries about the campsite. My plan is to draw visitors easily, where the campsite has proven itself to be a masterpiece. We've laid the groundwork to increase tourism and, I hope, the number of island residents. We're not done, Austin. We're all counting on you. When you're ready to talk about the next part of the project, yes, the next part of the project. We've started gathering feedback from folks on the island. Our focus right now should be improving the image of the island and gaining that all-important word-of-mouth marketing. I asked Isabel to assist with collecting feedback. Fantastic. We need to increase population, improves the island scenery, and turn plays into the most charming island it could be. Infrastructure is important, but let's plant flowers and use decorations to make this place look snazzy. You conduct random polling around the island with residents, visitors, and tourists. Their feedback is ranked using the well-known 5-star system. The better the balance of natural beauty, development, and decor, the more stars the island receives. As it currently stands, we have a 1-star rating. Well, great. It's a place I've been quietly watching. Hang on. This is Austin from the future. I'm editing the video right now. Yep, this is a callback to Legend of Zelda 1 on the NES when you go into the cave and then the guy says, "It's a secret to everybody." It might be a callback to that exact moment. Nice. We need more residents to get our word of mouth going to our island if we want a higher rating. For now, I suggest we focus on growing our population, so let's grow our population. Tom, I want to buy some housing lots. We have something to tell you, Austin John. It's about the campsite. Waiting for visitors is okay, but maybe you're interested in taking a more proactive approach. I can use Amiibo to invite guests to the campsite with new service I've added. You can access the service via the Nooks tab. It works with the Animal Crossing Amiibos. I have a total of 4 Amiibos. I have Sonic the Hedgehog, Celeste, Isabel, and Villager from Smash. And I'm pretty sure none of these can actually be scanned. And I also find it really hysterical that for like a real Amiibo collector, you have your option of your most treasured packaged Villager. Do you rip the box open so you can have them on your island? Or do you just keep it in the box forever? So, I'm sure that's some people's moral dilemmas, right? That's Isabel's Amiibo. Would I like to invite her to the campsite? Yes? Hello, this is Isabel. Austin? You're so funny. You're practically right in front of me right now, you know? So, what's on your mind? A visit to the campsite? That sounds like loads of fun, but I've got a to-do list a mile long. Do I even have a sleeping bag? No, I'm so sorry, I really can't go. Aw, instead of it just saying no, you get a whole adorable cutscene with Isabelle with that specific outfit on. Looks like my only option right now is still to just get these tickets. Let's build, like, I don't know, some more houses. Sell some land to me. Wow, just enough space. Love it. Think I've reached my maximum amount, and I think he had unique text, but I just kind of button mashed through it. Considering our island population and the land we have available, I do believe this will be our last plot. I hope you're waiting with bated breath to see who picks the plots you've worked so hard to set up. Oh, he literally said that was the last plot. Got it. But we now have the Imperial Fence, and for the first time ever, I am short on Nook miles. I decided to put one of the houses up here, and I think I'm going to add a second one right like here. Well, that is all of the slots that we have available. And we have some big plans for tomorrow. 4 new house plots. 1 is reserved already, 3 are not. So I need to grind up some miles. We're gonna visit some islands, hopefully find some awesome villagers. Not things like we've been encountering. And we'll take it from there. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for checking out this episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons. What is this, 10? 11? I think this is day 11. Guys, there's a playlist on screen of every day that we've been on our beautiful adventure here, but I assume you're already following along specifically. Well, till next time, Austin John out.